Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts throwing right away. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
2 yards on pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there, giving an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strike, check, strike, punt.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Slide 2.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
Bust through the tackle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carry for their fullback. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On second down, Swift. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check Fury.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Steelers at 13-2 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Red, yellow. Steel, black.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. That's taken on the 25. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Red, cycle.
Back to throw, Ritter. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, green. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Gets this out wide to Pickett. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Fight, fight.
Ritter back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Okay, right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
3, blaster, stick. 22 needle.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he goes out right around the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Strike! Strike!
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready!
2nd and 10.
Clock, 10.
Ritter now. He's got this to Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Drill green.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready!
Ritter to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready!
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ritter.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
First down, here's Ritter. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Tried to fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Black shot. Ready.
Here's Ritter.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up.
2nd and a couple.
Pause red. Green jack.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
He finds finds his man. Complete. That's Wagner. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Blue check. Ready?
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Fight, 6.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
10 cycles. Fight, 97.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
3-3. Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. They'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Ritter back to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Slide through.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nolan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting on field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Red, yellow.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
52 blaster.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Third and long now, Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this will be taken at the 13. Able to slither by. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
63.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red, cycle. Right, white. Ready.
Ritter to throw it. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Chop, 17. Ultra. Let's go. Charge.
Pickens going in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Blaster, sit.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Black Ultra.
Ritter now. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Davis drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 7 there in the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try the end around with Green. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On the handoff, and the ball is knocked out. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. First down, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
On the set.
2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mega.
Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Yellow.
Here's Ritter. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Steelers 19.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot.
Here's Ritter.
Dancing to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Ritter wants to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the double.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Ritter.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Down.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Blue. Ready.
Throwing now is Ritter. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw. Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.